Welcome, everybody. This is episode 69.
Nice!
Of Be a Pro Action here with Theo Tugersson. And we are in a big game against the St. Louis Blues. They're 33-11-7. We're 24-22-5. And we are going to do a standings check as we are going to fulfill a hope for Nathaniel Dye, one of our big-time followers and watchers of the channel. And we now are in the 5th position in the Pacific Division, which is not great. We are out of the playoffs right now. Take a look at us in the Western Conference. We are 9th position. St. Louis Blues are 8 points over the number 2 team in the West, so they are definitely dominating, but they are also 3 points behind the Toronto Maple Leafs in the East, and right now we are 18th in the NHL. So let's host the St. Louis Blues in their reverse retro uniforms. We're going to be in our alternate gray uniforms. My favorite uniforms, as you will know if you've watched these episodes. So let's host the St. Louis Blues and let's take a look at who's in between the pipes for the Blues. A lot of moving parts in the NHL, and it's Jacob Markstrom. He's 8-4 record, 2.41 goals against. So 4 of their losses goes to Jacob Markstrom. Big Daddy John Quick, 2017 record, 3 shutties, and a 2.77 goals against. We got Kopi at the face-off drop against Evgeny Malkin. And Kopi wins that back to Tugs. Tugs has it at the blue line. He'll skate it in, and he's getting pressure from Malkin along the backside. Turns away, takes a big hit and loses it, but he passed it over to Doughty, who also took a hit and lost it. Tugs is getting back into the play, and the Blues takes a poke check of doom. Braden Shen had that puck. Tugs has it, big hit along the boards and just decimates whoever. I don't know who that was. One of the St. Louis Blues guys has now a broken spine somewhere in there. And now Fedosenkov takes a hit and loses the puck. We're going to go for a line change. Got to keep the body guessing. Keep it fresh in this big game against the Blues. Face off to the right of Markstrom on our second shift in the game. Kopi at the draw. He will lose that. And Eric Johnson, I think that's Eric Johnson, has the puck. He'll skate that in, pass it over to Tyler Ennis. Eric Johnson skates to the slot, takes a ripping sniper, and scores the first goal of the game as the St. Louis Blues. Eric Johnson scores his 4th goal of the game right past Tugs in the slot. He went for the poke check, and Eric Johnson just whipped that right past Big Daddy John Quick. That was just lethal wrister from a guy that never rips the puck that much. Gets his 4th of the season. We're off the ice, coming back out at the 6:53 mark of the first period. 3rd shift of the game, Justin Folk is getting some pressure in the corner, and we got Charlie Coyle that back over to Tugs, takes a shot blocked in front. Back to Tugs again, and right back into our zone. Drew Doughty's going to gather the puck up in our own zone. He'll take a hit from Braden Shen, passes that over to Iafallo. Iafallo over to Grundstrom. Grundstrom has it, takes a shot. Markstrom covers that up. Good, nice save from Jacob Markstrom. A 6'5" Swedish goaltender came up in the ranks of the Florida Panthers and Vancouver Canucks. Now we got a face-off to the left of him. Kopitar loses that. Tyler Ennis blocks that in the front, and Tugs has on a 2-on-1 with the Blues. The Blues have it pass over. Tyler Ennis with a shot and covered by Quick. And that's a penalty from Tugs, as I thought Quickie was going to hold on to the puck, and I just wanted some rough stuff after the whistle.
420.
And now we're going to take a penalty because we laid into whoever number 53 is on their team. All right, back out at the 2:22 mark of the first period. 35 seconds left in that power play was gone. Pass over, Tugs in the slot, snipes it right past Jacob Markstrom, and that's a howdy do, getting back in the play from that penalty that he took, a stupid one, and Tugs is going to get his 11th goal of the season, just skates right in and snipes show. Eric Johnson shows him up. This is what a big man from Sweden can do, bro, and that's a gorgeous pass from Sean Dursey, or is it Gabe Velarde? I don't know who the fuck that is, but a nice pass. Let's see who it was. It was Gabe Velarde with a nice dish. A gorgeous marinara, as I like to call it. Evgeny Malkin takes a hit in the slot, loses the puck. Kopitar now has the puck, skates into the blue zone. Kopitar over to Doughty, back to Tugs, takes a shot, and now Phil Forsberg takes a backhander, save from Markstrom. Kopitar now has it behind the net. He's going to skate, pass it over to Tugs. Tugs at the blue, passes over to Doughty, over to Forsberg, blocked in front. Matthias Ekholm passes over to Tarasenko, who takes a huge hit. We got a yard sale out there, boys and girls. There's buckets everywhere. And that's the end of the first period, as the Blues took some big hits after that. Right at the end of the first period, they're going to be reeling. But it's a 1-1 game after Tugs just skates in and snipes show right past Jacob Markstrom for a 1-1 tie. All right, here at the second period at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. That's Kopitar at the draw. Let's see if he wins that. He does not. Vince Dunn now has a puck, dumps that back into the Kings zone, and retrieval by Philip Forsberg. Passes over to Kopi, and he'll skate that out over to Tugs along the blue line. Passes it, intercepted from Tarasenko, and now Justin Falk has it. Skates in, passes over to Tarasenko, and that's a clusterfuck of players. Now Afanasenkov skates into the blue zone, back to Tugs. Tugs will turn away, get some ice, takes a shot, glove save from Jacob Markstrom. A groovy kind of glove type of save. Tugs leading the league in PIMs. Pretty important minutes, 187 to be exact. Kopi at the draw. We are down 9-4 in face-off wins. Kopi wins that back for the fifth one. Back to Doughty. Tugs with a muffin. Holy shit, baking up bread over here. Over to Braden Shen. He'll skate that in right past Doughty. Passes that in and easy peasy. That's a nice goal for Vladimir Tarasenko. Easy for the Blues. That was Braden Shen right past Drew Doughty, and Tugs putting up no defense as that pass went over, and Vladimir Tarasenko goes to fucking Jared right in the tops of the crease on Big Daddy John Quick. We should be arrested for allowing that proposal. Holy shit, that was bad defense. All right, face off at center ice. Let's hope to get this back 2-1 at the 17:22 mark of the second period. Shen and Falky on the assist on that goal. Kopi with the back pass over to Tugs, slapper blocked in front, and that's a Afanasenkov with a back to tie goal right off that face off, and that's an assist from Tugs, who took that shot, blocked in front. That was a broken stick. Over to Kopi, over to Afanasenkov, into the back of the net. That's a sniped show for Slava Afanasenkov. Nice goal for the Kings, 2-2, tied in the second. 16:46, we're still out on the ice. Charlie Coyle wins that back to Tugs. Tugs backhand passes that muffin pass over to Niederreiter. And that's over to Tyler Ennis. And Tyler Ennis still has the puck. He'll skate into the Kings zone. Stolen from Tugs. Nice hit from Doughty as well. Teammate tugging. And that's Sonny Milano trying to dipsy doodle, and he cannot. Tyler Ennis now has the puck. Poke check of doom in the offensive zone. Justin Falk passes over to Ryan O'Reilly. Niederreiter takes a hit, and Ryan O'Reilly takes a pass and shot into the Kings zone. And that's a clusterfuck in the corner. The Kings come out with the puck as Charlie Coyle loses that. Ryan O'Reilly takes a hit from Doughty. Slapper misses the net. And now that is Drew Doughty over to Tugs. Tugs over to Burakovsky. Burakovsky passes that over to Charlie Coyle, and we're off the ice. Coming out at the 6:40 mark, and the Kings get another goal. Makes it 3-2 in the second period at the 6:40 mark. Charlie Coyle at the face-off. Coyle will lose that as the Blues come in. That's Dowd. Nick Dowd skates that into the Kings zone. Passes that over to Komarov, and that's a shot and save from Big Daddy Quick. Burakovsky has the puck now. He'll skate that into the neutral. Passes it over to Charlie Coyle. Over to Sonny Milano. Shoots, and that's a save from Markstrom. Covered up, and the big Swede takes a save and a big cover up. And Theo Tugersson leading the league in TUGS, 192 over the number 2 person with 113. Just putting mushroom stamps all over this league. All right, Charlie Coyle back to TUGS. A nice shot in front, blocked by Markstrom. And nice shot from Sonny Milano, covered up. And that's already covered up again, as that was jumbled by Justin Falk, as he could not contain that throw up. Take a look at this shot and save from Markstrom. TUGS with a nice one in front in the slot off that face-off win. Kopitar at the draw. He will have this win back to TUGS. TUGS takes another shot, and Kopitar blocks it. Great job, teammate. And now it's Braden Shen over to Braden Shen. That's Luke Shen. There's 2 Shens out there. Holy fuck, that's going to fuck me up. Afanasenkov loses that. Eric Johnson now passes that, and that's stolen by Braden Shen. Braden Shen now has it in front, and he is getting pressure from Eric Johnson, Tarasenko, Braden Shen, big tug. And that's over to Matthias Ekholm. Over to Malkin now. And that's stolen from Afanasenkov. Afanasenkov is going to skate into the zone. Takes a shot and blocked and stolen from Ekholm. Over to Braden Shen. Takes another tug from Theo Tugersson. A twofer on this shift. A big double tugging. And that's now Drew Doughty with the puck. He'll turn away from a hit. And over to Kopi. Over to Philip Forsberg in. And he will lose it. TUGS is off the ice after double tugs. All right, that's the end of the second period. 3-2. The Kings got the puck and got the lead over the St. Louis Blues, who is just winning every game so far this season. 3-2 after 2. Heading to the third period here in Los Angeles, California. We got a lead 3-2 over the St. Louis Blues, but we cannot count out the Western Conference's best team. TUGS has the puck now in the neutral, skating away from Evgeny Malkin. Away at the blue line, skates in, takes a shot. No, he'll lose that to a Blues player. Vladimir Tarasenko skates down the ice. He's on a 2-on-1, loses it, takes a shot, and that's a save from John Quick. Justin Falk now has it, dumps it behind the net, cut off by Drew Doughty, but he'll take a hit. That's it behind the net. The Blues take a shot, blocked in front from Andrzej Kopitar. Philip Forsberg now loses the puck to Tarasenko. Tarasenko skates in, takes a shot. John Quick cleared away by TUGS. That's Philip Forsberg skates out of his own zone, passes that over to Drew Doughty, and that's the end of the shift for TUGS. And we got a fourth goal as Charlie Coyle puts it right behind Jacob Markstrom. 4-2 in the third period. Eric Johnson now passes over to Klim Kostin. Klim Kostin skates into the Kings zone, passes that over behind the goal line. Big tug behind the net on number 17. Don't know who the fuck that is. Ryan Getzlaff? Jesus. All right, into the Blues zone. Ryan Getzlaff skates out of the zone. Passes over Klim Kostin. Takes a shot and scores 3-2. Klim Kostin, the rarely used depth offensive winger out of, I think, Russia. And he come in, dangle fuck John Quick, and scores that. It's 3-2, though. A lot of time in this game, we got to hold tight. Alex Iafallo with the face-off, and he will lose that. The Blues, no, the Kings got it now. Iafallo has the puck. He'll skate back into his own zone. Bad maneuvers. Passes that over to TUGS. Number 42, Gabe Velarde skates that in. He's got a clear zone, and that's Eric Johnson now has it. Ryan Getzlaff right around TUGS and going into the Kings zone. 2-on-1, stolen from TUGS, and now over to Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty skates in. TUGS going off for a line change. 4:56 of the third period, and we're coming out still 4-3. Tight game in this one. Ryan Murray now has the puck. He'll skate out of his own zone. Passes over to Ryan O'Reilly. Right past TUGS, takes a shot, and that's Nino Niederreiter with the game-tying goal. Oh, that was brutal as Tugs misses a hit on Ryan O'Reilly and Nino Niederreiter. 17th goal of the season at the 15:50 mark as he picks up the garbage right in front of Big Daddy Quick. Drew Doughty skated right past John Quick, expecting him to cover that up, I guess. But Nino Niederreiter picks up the tight area, puts away the trash, goes down on one knee, not to Jared. Probably some bullshit a knockoff Diamond's place like De Beers. I'm kidding. That's actually a really nice one. All right, Niederreiter with the 17th goal of the season. Tie game now. 4 minutes left. Back into the Kings zone. Theo Tugersson loses that puck. That's a tripping penalty on Braden Shen. And the Kings are going to go on the power play to finish up almost the full rest of this third period. Coming out at the 3:41 mark, not coming out. We're still out there. Kopitar loses the draw, though, and that's dumped back into our own zone. That's Drew Doughty. He's going to go back and retrieve the puck. Over to Tugs now, skating out of his own zone. Over to Fenisenkov. Fenisenkov at the hash. He passes that over. Philip Forsberg turned the fuck around, and Tugs takes a huge hit on an unsuspecting Blues player, knocking him around. Fenisenkov now skates that into the Kings Blues zone. A Kopitar behind the goal line can't get that. Robert Thomas Wonderbread takes a huge tug as well. Holy shit. Leo Camaro steals that puck. Drew Doughty hits him and steals it back. Fenisenkov now out of his own zone. Kopitar with a huge hit as he passes over to Tugs. Over to Forsberg. 1T, and that is blocked by Markstrom. Back down into the Kings zone. 4-4. Tie game action, and the Kings still have the PP for 48 seconds. Tugs along the blue line. Tight rope walking. Wrist shot, and that's in front. Kopitar couldn't get his hands around it to knock that in. Now Drew Doughty cuts it off at the pass. Over to Doughty. Tugs now loses the puck into the zone. Takes a huge hit on Eric Johnson. And Eric Johnson slow to get up. That's a Fenisenkov in front. Vince Dunn has the puck. Over to Kopi. Stolen by Eric Johnson. What a play. And Tugs is going off the ice for this end of the third period. We might go to OT action. 4-4 here in Los Angeles. This is a big game, a tight one, as we are the 5th in our division. We are like, what, 8th or 9th in our own conference. I think we're actually lower than that. I don't know. I can't even remember the beginning of this fucking episode. Let's go to OT here. Kopitar, Forsberg, and Tugs out against the Blues. It's Malkin of Tarasenko, and I think that's Eric Johnson. I don't know. Malkin steals the puck. Tarasenko into the Kings zone. 3-on-3. Oh, it's Matthias Ekholm. He'll take the shot, and that's rabble-rousing in behind the net. Tarasenko passes over to Ekholm. Couldn't even fucking remember. Kopitar now skates that into the blue zone along the boards. What's he doing? Tugs with a backhand, and Markstrom covers that up. Passes over to Tarasenko. Over to Malkin. Gino Malkin into the Kings zone. Blocked and stolen away for Kopitar. Over to Tugs into our own zone. Passes that up to Kopi. And Kopi into the blue zone. Over to Forsberg. Shot and save from Markstrom. And Tugs with a knee to Markstrom's head. How about that one, you bitch? And that's the end of OT. We're going to jump to the game-deciding round of shootout, because I'm not going to show you every shootout goal, especially if the front ones are all a bunch of saves. Drew Doughty has to score this, though, as Ryan O'Reilly scores that for the... and he does not score that. Drew Doughty loses the game in shootout, and Sonny Milano sad and crying on the bench as Drew Doughty, his best friend, could not put it behind Jacob Markstrom. The Blues are going to get the extra point in this game, and they're just going to continue putting on pressure on the Western Conference and getting closer by 1 point to the Toronto Maple Leafs for the President's Trophy. All right, we're headed back to the locker room. And so thank you for watching this episode. We're going to cut this one off early. We got 2 points on the game, 9 tugs on the game. A big physical game against the Blues. So smash like down below. Hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. throw us a comment. Love to hear from you guys and let us know what you think about the series. And so we'll see you later. Into the GM office, and we've been traded to the St. Louis Blues. What is this?
Nice.
Tugs is off to the gateway of the West, St. Louis, Missouri. We've been traded to the St. Louis Blues, the number 1 team in the Western Conference. It's good to move on. It feels good. I felt good in Los Angeles, but it's good to go to the St. Louis Blues, and we will have our first game in Blues uniform next episode. So we'll see you later.